Hi, I'm Dave Boeck. Today is 22 September 2012. I entered the academy in 1959 with the intent of flying airplanes. That was my whole goal in life. And of course, went through a few years of academics in the meantime and got around to going to base selection for pilot training. I was qualified for pilot training. And it wasn't too long before that, my future bride says, I really don't want you flying airplanes. And so I says, what do I want to do? Do I want to fly airplanes or I want to get married? And of course I chose the latter. And went off to base civil engineering school in Dayton, Ohio. And it was assigned to a strategic missile squadron in Larson Air Force Base, Washington. And at that base, I found out I really liked the Air Force, and I really wanted to be a pilot. So I went to my squadron commander and says, hey, I'd like to submit an application for pilot training. And he wholeheartedly endorsed that. He sent it up to the wing commander. He endorsed it, and lo and behold, as a second lieutenant, I was now waiting for a class date. 2 years went by, and I never got a class date. And I went to personnel, and they says, well, we don't know when you're ever going to get a class date. So I says, why don't you give me my papers to resign my commission? As, I don't think I want to be in the Air Force without being a pilot. Well, the wing commander got wind of this, and he called me into his office, and here is the first lieutenant at the time coming in and saying he wants to resign his commission. He says, Lieutenant, if I gave you a hand and I interceded and tried to get you a class date, would you pull your papers? And I said, no, sir. And my next assignment was Hopedale, Labrador, and spent a year up there in a remote site in the Arctic, and was discharged when I got back. The moral of the story is when someone reaches out a hand to help, take it. Next little part of my life went on in civilian life. I was discharged from the Air Force. I went to Marquette University and got an engineering degree, mechanical engineering degree, and an MBA. Spent some time in Wisconsin, and then moved out to Salt Lake City, where I worked for the University of Utah as a university engineer for a couple of years. Had an opportunity to go in a different direction. I saw an ad in the paper looking for a project manager for a company called Kenway. I had no idea what they were, but found out when I interviewed that they were an automated material handling contractor. They built big systems for all kinds of different companies, from International Harvester to some of the drug manufacturers, highly sophisticated conveyor control stuff. I spent the next 35 years of my life in various phases of that, and enjoyed the work immensely. A lot of traveling involved, and again, the moral of the story is you find a job you really like doing, and then find someone foolish enough to pay you to do it. So that's my career. I'm retired now and enjoying a good retired life. That's it.